Hi guys. Hey, had a request on here to do a video on a few horror stories from the past. Now, I don't know where to start. And everybody that's done this business for very long, they all got some good stories. Every one of us. And any of us spent much time on a chainsaw, we all definitely got good stories. But, where in the hell's Dwayne at? Because I can back up till I feel a bump and then pull back up a few feet. Say goodbye to the bystanders. So anyhow, where was I at? So somebody wants me to do a video and tell. I got one good story I love. I got two real good ones that happened to me cutting timber. But they can wait. Oh, there's a ton of them. I could start a whole series on that bullshit. Helicopter rides and everything, you name it. But I had one happen to me one time. Probably my worst one is now all loggers are the same way. Most of them starts from nothing, absolutely nothing. They just want to start their own future. So they go out here and they get to rocking out, and it's pure grit and frustration is what gets you going. Not brain power. If we had brain power, we'd be in a different business. But grit and frustration is what gets us going. I guess that makes sense. That might not even make sense. But anyhow, so you do every fucking thing wrong, you know, because you don't know what you're doing. And logging, you can go to school for 15 years to try to learn how to log. Until you actually log, you don't know shit. You know, logging is a sport you can't study and learn from a book. It's a sport you gotta do. So I was kind of green doing all that and trying to ram in production and working with some crazy folks and trying to force production. You can't force production. You got to get good at it and then get your precision, and then production just happens. When you force it, it'll bite you in the ass. Because what you'll end up doing is you'll try to push too much production for your experience or your physical ability, and next thing you know, look at that stop sign. Woo! That's 6 inches to spare. But when you get to doing that shit, you get to pushing it too hard, and next thing you know, you're gonna get bit, you know. So all the yakking and talking here, I'll finally get started telling the story. So here I am. It's hotter than Billy Hammer Hell outside. And forcing production. It's too hot, everybody's wore out, and we're trying to force production without any this is before we ever got any mechanization, you know. It was just goddamn cable skidders and chainsaws, you know. But we're forcing it. We're going to charge through this. So I end up, through money-saving ventures, we end up buying this 372 used off the internet, off what you call it? What's that doodad? Oh shit! Come on, eBay. Off that eBay, I bought an old 372 that was supposed to be in good shape. Well, it was all diggered, and it was supposed to be a little riding saw, like the 461. You know, it's just a little saw that rides around with you, and you pull it out to do knickknacks. Well, I end up, through other shit, other people ends up breaking my good timber cutting saw, and they happen to breaking their good timber cutting saw. So you're using my timber cutting saw because we ain't got enough saw to start with, because there ain't no fucking money anyways. So I'm using this junky ass 372 that I ain't used to. And I go down this hole, hotter than hell, already dragging ass, and I got this stupid GB bar on. I don't give a fuck who cuts with the GB chainsaw bar. You can stick that in your ass. GB cannot make a chainsaw bar for a hand-cutting chainsaw. They might be great on a machine, but they suck for hand cutting. So I'm using this stupid ass GB bar on this thing. This stupid ass awkward 372. Bar's about 4 inches too long for that stupid thing anyways. It didn't have enough power to pull itself. And I drop this hickory tree, and when it hits the ground, I didn't see it, but it's got a little wave to it, where it got hemmed in a couple trees. Because my aim was probably sucky, because I was a rookie, you know. I mean, rookies have all this shit go on to them because they don't have the experience to do it right. I know, because I was one. I'm telling you from experience. So I got this sumbitch in a hemmed up mess. I got a black oak tree sitting right beside it on the ground. And I go in, I'm pissed off, and when I got pissed off, and anybody that cuts knows this, once you get pissed off and you're mad, and you're spitting fire, and you're seeing red, that's when you're going to screw up, you know, because you're just going to go in there and you're just going to, goddamn, it ain't going to matter, you know what I mean? I can live through this and get this done. So I'm in there topping this goddamn hickory tree. About that time, that son of a bitch blows up. And it hits me in the shoulder here. Now, I was damn near against it because I was already leaning close to it because this stupid saw I was pushing. That son of a buck caught me in the shoulder, and I was gone. And this black oak tree that was sitting right beside that son of a bitch, I went through it. I went through the son of a bitch. I broke off limbs out of top that big around with my face. I guess it knocked me out for a while. Now, the saw was almost out of gas when I went down there to top to start with, so I had no idea if it just, it wasn't dying on me when I was cutting the tree. I mean, it wasn't trying to run out of gas then. But I know when I come to, on the other side, oh, I better downshift here, boys. I know when I come to, the saw had ran out of gas and it was dead. It was empty. It was laying in the ground. My hard hat was blowed to fucking pieces. I mean, it had blowed that goddamn hard hat up, and I thought my neck was hurting like a bitch, and there was knots from the back of my neck, on my head. There's probably 5 pop knots on my head. My neck felt like that some bitch had been broke. And of course, my shit all over me hurt and stuff. I don't even know what happened. Fuck, I don't remember any of it. You know, I just woke up laying on the ground. So I start piecing this hard hat together, and it won't even go back together. It's blowed up and it is done. I never cracked the actual, well, I did crack a little crack on the plastic on the actual shell, but the suspension, the earmuffs, everything was right. And then the shell, it had a crack in it from where I hit something pretty damn good with a dead on hit, you know. You'll be all right. I hit something pretty good with a pretty, you know. So I mean, it was legit. Put it that way. So I come walking up over the hill because I had to walk back up there and fill my saw back up to top of the red oak, and I'm hurting like a bastard. But I'm walking myself, you know. It ain't an issue. So I go back down on top of the black oak and come back up on the hill, and Dad was up on the hill running the Serco boom. And where he could kind of see down this hole, he couldn't see me, but he could see trees falling, you know? And know that I was okay because he'd see a tree fall every so often. And I come up there, and he got out of the boom. Of course, he could tell I was fucked up, you know? He said, what the hell happened down there? I said, oh, it weren't nothing. Fuck, I got pop knots all over my head. I ain't hardly bleeding bad anywhere, you know, just normal blood, you know, like normal loggin blood, you know. It ain't bad blood. So he goes, he said, you make a mistake? I said, yeah, I made a little bit of a mistake. I said, it weren't that big a deal. He said, well, I ain't seen no trees fall for 25 minutes down there. He said, I wonder what the hell's going on. I thought, holy shit. But I mean, I'd wasted time, you know, rolling around the ground for a minute, getting up, you know. But hell, I bet I didn't waste 5-10 minutes, dicking around, topping that tree and other shit. So I had to lay there 10-15 minutes. The way best I could have figured out, I had to lay there 10-15 minutes unconscious. But that was my worst time. I've been stitched up and beat up. No broken bones, but I've been stitched up and beat up and thrown and shit like that. But I ain't never been knocked out like that before. But it's like my old buddy said, that didn't affect me at all anyways. Thank you guys, later on.